She was amazing. The discussions with these people are great. Okay, old well. And very, very deep. Look down the well, you see only darkness. Is this a wishing well? Surely. I wish I was the greatest knight of all. Scotty. Nothing happens. Won't you look at that? That must mean you are already the greatest knight, right? He's making fun of you. Champ. No. Not for now. Let's talk with her. A lull falls out of the ambient cheer, just a beat of uncertainty as this cleric steps before the tavern's singular attraction. This happens all the time. Visitors come to go against her. Some brave wants to speak with her. The lady of the house, our most delightful host. Look up at her. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on the stage. A living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. Anticipalian. I have no idea what that means. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air, along with the esoteric sensation. Greetings. The Sphinx looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue gaze makes you feel like you are falling far, far below the world. There are eras of wisdom behind those ears. Her expression turns dark. She scrunches that pretty face of hers. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth, she speaks low and rolling. You see a hint of chaos in her movements, unfocused. You would expect her to act a bit drunker, considering the empty barrels on her side. Then again, who knows how well a Sphinx holds her liquor. A helmed dog, dragging its leash around the vestiges of Jor. She extends a claw, thick as your arm, and pokes you in the stomach. Woof. Her expression glows lighter, then she lets out a deep breath. It smells like an old basement full of booze. She liked that. Somehow you've appeared witty to her. That sort of a joke only works once, so no barking. If you want her attention, you must do something remarkable. She takes another sip from her barrel, not looking at you. Watch yourself, cleric, he whispers to you. All this isn't one for idle chit-chat. Okay, you know the Sphinx. He shakes his head. Every night there's a drunk jackass that asks for a riddle. She usually doesn't hurt them. Or a riddle, that would be fun. Thank you, Snell. Did you not hear me? Hello? I have so many questions for you. They must have clawed up in boredom. Then ask, little one. See if you can spark my interest. Okay. You know, attempt to flirt. Let's try attempting to flirt. Why not? She taps her claw. Where are you going with this, little one? Yeah, this might be a bad idea. Your goblin companion kicks you in the shin. You wanna get maced? He hisses at you. That's how you get maced. Godlike. Oh my god. Never mind. Alright, little one. I'll assume you simply coughed very loudly. Isn't it lonely to hang out here for millennia? She takes a deep breath. I must remember that my perspective on time is different from mortals. When one views events on a scale measured in eras, a chat like this is but a fleeting blink among heavens of stars. She speaks from a pool of knowledge deeper than your entire potential existence. Okay. So there's no dude Sphinx in your life then. Her expression changes subtly. You touch upon a sensitive subject. I have found that when this question is put to me, despite my vast age, despite my demeanor, despite everything, The Inquirer is not referring to companionship. She taps a claw. You wish to speak of reproduction, little one? Cleric, hear a harsh whisper. Are you sure about this? Oh. Yes, I would like to hear about Sphinx reproduction. Her intense glare grows more esoteric. Oh, she's into it. There are many lower races of Sphinx, some more bestial than others. Apart from often serving lesser purposes, they also share a common characteristic, she frowns. They are all male. Wow, men Sphinx literally ain't shit. Okay. And she scoffs. Each of these degenerate sphinxi then naturally crave the companionship of my kind. For a gynosphinx to lower herself to their level is simply unthinkable. Then how? I think they should really work on themselves. Giving them a chance. They can't be that bad. Have you even given them a chance? You can see her extend claws out of her paws. She did not like that one. The degenerate race of Sphinx were born wicked and craven. These creatures are no more similar to I than a horse to a donkey. No, not even this, as it implies some level of closeness. A horse god to a painting of a donkey. Nice. This misconception of our similarity will plague me for eternity, but considering them a legitimate partner, creating more, the Sphinx shakes her head. A true man is his mind. Okay? He is not violent by nature, nor is he afraid of action. He is decisive yet tolerant. He is wise, yet still ready to learn. A true man is a riddle. Okay? Good for you stopping them from making the world better one sexless day at a time. Sure. Unfortunately, they do live all too long and terrible lives. However, there is a more civilized Sphinx apart from my kind, of course. Okay, the glow in her eye intensifies. She enjoys thinking of this manly creature. The Andhra Sphinx, a beautiful, powerful servant of the god. Few inhabit this coast of ours. Yet those that do, her voice trails off. A bitter taste spreads. There is more than history here. There are lifetimes. Are incredibly hot. She snaps her glaze back at you. They are like all men, insufferably prideful. Women are all paragons of humility. I'm sensing a story here. There's always a story. Every bias is brought from a perspectives, after all. She takes a sip from her barrel and leans her head on the pone. Hear my tale. During the early days, when the gates stood open, one winter long ago, I was tasked to guard a passage on the border of an empire you will never know. That empire's goddess sent an Androsphinx to guard the very same passage. His name was Trembelem. Our meeting was by chance and by fate. Okay? Must have been cramped in that lair. You're both sent to guard the same gate. Not the point right now. She wants you to listen, nod your head, yada yada yada. We had the same missions, sent by different powers. A simple mishap. Prem was a gallant specimen. He spoke with an air of grandeur and purpose. It was easy to spend hours in his company, days, even months. Though we became increasingly physical in our relation, our conversations steadily became more stale. The years of sharing a lair, I sensed a bitter tone gnawing in its way into every interaction between us. He would berate my every action. He would go on month-long hunting trips and come back empty-handed. He would end every philosophical discussion or debate, even those we had with visitors, with snarky comments. Tell me, with whom do you believe this venom originated? Which one of us would be at fault, so to say? Maybe you two just weren't compatible? I mean, I know that I should say number 3 for her, but maybe you two just weren't compatible. An understatement. I pushed for him to tell me where this irritable act of his came from. After many long arguments, he relented. Guess what Trem confessed to be the cause of his toxic behavior. uh, it's not a sex thing, is it? He was bored of their relationship. She laughed. Not even that. She takes a big gulp from her wine barrel. He said I was arrogant, that I could never be wrong, that I was stubborn. Oh well. Don't say that out loud. Those words are tinged with bitterness and contempt. This Andros thinks had a deeper, more venomous meaning behind his statement. There's a hidden meaning behind his words. She raises an eyebrow. You surprised me, little one. It took time for me to truly understand why he would say such things. Eventually, I figured it out. Trem was intimidated by me. For the half-century we spent together, he never once could keep up in our debates. He never could solve my best riddles, nor even understand many of the most basic of philosophical topics I brought up. I never had a problem with this at all. It was endearing to watch him struggle. I never would have assumed such a magnificent man would succumb to the lowest of sins, pride. Trem could not stand to be outmatched, at least not in the long run. So we parted ways, and as amicably as could be given by the circumstances. That was my first mission here on this Jor's realm. This giant Sphinx has struggled with her hatred for longer than you will ever live. Yet, despite the differences in your natures, what she seeks here from you is simple validation. Okay. Okay, so she wants validation. A separation was wise. Inevitable, even. The Sphinx sighs. You've made for a decent audience of this tale of mine, little one. Sharing experiences like this is one way I hope to grow, despite my age. Do you have any final comment to leave me with? Okay. Okay. Your bias is not wrong, but remember, all folk, men and women alike, Sphinx or human, are both pitiful, spiteful, and wonderful in their own unique way. Well spoken. Now, I tire of this conversation, little one. Will you leave me with my wine, or do you have more topics you wish to question me on? Okay, is this tavern your lair, or your lair a tavern? She lifts the barrel to her lips and holds it there for a moment. Eventually, she lowers it and says, that is indeed a riddle worth pondering. Okay. Let's see. Must cost a lot to get you all this wine. No. Rigsbitter procures it all for me, such lovely river wine. She takes another sip. I've grown to enjoy the taste. Okay, you big drinker. I partake. It does little to affect me, but the taste is lovely. I've never seen her sober, so who knows if it's true. Okay, has anyone ever tried to fight you? Yes. Alcohol tends to lower risk assessment capabilities among mortals, which sometimes ends with violence. Always from a man. Strangely enough, I do wonder why. Okay, do you like the hustle and bustle? I'm content, for now. Yes, okay. Can I ask why? Why what? Why a tavern? I was convinced. She glanced at the pile of wine by her side. It was not a battle quickly won, however. Rigsbitter worked tirelessly for many an evening to argue her point. Eventually, and completing a few quests on my behalf, I let her rent out a part of my lair, but only for a century. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What do you know about a tea shop? It startled me, which is not an easy thing to do. I would imagine you're quite close to it. Yes, an explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades at least. Okay? Stay quiet for a few seconds and jump towards her and yell too. Oh, that is amazing. I love that. Oh, by the gods, you scared me, little one. He speaks to you like you're a child, which is understandable. You are so funny, little one. Giggle and feel proud. Yes, it reminded me of our darkness, what your people call the Fade era. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding this vault. Then, the Mollusca Polincatl often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I liked those snails. They were good company. I was saddened when their city melted under as of fire. The crackling of those flames, the terrible force that ruined everything in its path. Flames of many colors. Memories of beasts in the days of Jor. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt that explosion. Old magic. Ooh, okay, that's good to know. You've been here since the Fade era. There were some excursions early on, but yes, a bit over a millennia ago. That's awesome. Thank you. Nails. She nods. They built the first city here, from what I know. You've walked their streets, little one. These are my streets. Okay, can you tell me more about these folks? A bit, yes. They were masters at wizardry far before the Arcanists, or humans for that matter, even arrived to Jor's coast. They made some poor choices during their rise and fall. They aligned with Jor against the gods, for one. And of course, they picked the wrong side of the Dragon Wars. It's a tragic tale of a civilization that I truly believed to be good. Good for the coast. They were just a little slow, caught up to them in the end. Okay? Do you think it was Dragonfire that caused the explosion? He scoffs. No, I do not. It was much too concentrated of a blast. Besides, a dragon large enough to cause such destruction would also surely not be capable of sneaking away without a single witness. Okay, could someone have used a fireball to cause the explosion? The Sphinx shrugs. I've seen more than a fair share of those in my time. Seems like everyone uses it. Third level fireball would not come close to that power. Okay. What about higher level fireball? She shrugs. It would have to be very high. So who knows? But I'm sure you'll figure it out. Wait. Let's ask the other one. Any other spells? Destructive spells come in all sizes and shapes, little one. But there's a saying among arcanists that any spell made to cause damage is just a fireball in different clothing. So who knows, okay? Tell me about Azuf. I would prefer not. His terrible reign is a topic left out of polite conversation. Whenever you see the flaming mounds upon the burned coast lit up in smoke and cinder, you will know this. His will has not gone away. Not for a moment, okay? Flames of many colors, blue, yellow, and purple. It is said if you can see the purple, it will be the last thing you do. Alright? What are you voting for in the elections? I am not. You are apolitical, are you? She shakes her head. I cannot leave to vote, I'm afraid. Even if it was in my business to leave an imprint on the affairs of mortals. Okay. You can't live here even for a minute or two. I could, but that would break my divine quest. Understandable, you cannot do that, ever. I would not have expected a mortal to understand. Interesting. Okay, if you could leave, who would you vote? Oh, I don't know. She points a claw at you. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shoes? The Asgals. They will make the city fair and equitable. Ah, yes. A bunch of failed revolutionaries will surely be the best choice to safeguard the future. Okay. She gives you a knowing smile. She knows more than you will ever learn. Okay, good to know. So what's the door behind you? Nothing. But it's clearly something. How perspective of you, little one. She holds up a paw as is presenting a prize. Behind me lays but one divine vault of many. She lowers her head slightly in a tiny bow. I am its protector. It's really not more complicated than that. Okay, do you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? Rhetorical. Just wait. She finishes the last bit out of her barrel and puts it down with a slam. Then the Sphinx leans in, hissing. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed cling close to the wall. Close the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed empire rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. She raises her paw and gestures to the open chamber. Yet I remained a draught of remembrance, a history's thrall. What am I? A lovely poem about a life's journey, how time changes all, even the simplest grape. Your companion smirks and gives a little chuckle. He knows. Okay. Okay, what do I get if I get this right? The Sphinx shrugs, then gives you a cold smile. Satisfaction. Is this a trick question sort of a deal? No, just a normal riddle. What happens if I get it wrong? She squints at you and raises her chin. Same as all of those who wander these halls. You will lose everything, eventually. There is no threat here. Okay, it means your only pain upon failure will be existence itself, immortal life. Ooh. Okay. What do you think, Snell? The Sphinx turns to Snell with a frown. Oh, you know, this seems like a personal riddle for you, not me. So I'm just gonna watch, alright? She nods. 18 is not great. Can I think about this for a bit? No, answer now or never. Okay. Can I cure wounds? That's not going to. Shield of Faith, charm person. Okay, well, I mean, it's not going to happen. 18 is, yeah. You focus your mind to come up with something, anything that could be answer to the riddle. Something old and time-worn that was once in the light, then lived in the shadows for a long time, before it became popular again. What could it be? You only get one shot, so make it count. Humans, goblins, sphinxes, food. I think it's wine. Wine? She gives you an intense stare. Yeah, wine. Hollis picks up a new barrel of wine. She pops a cork open. Wine, yes, that is very correct, little one. Wonderful job. Another riddle solved. Huzzah. No, okay, no more huzzah. I knew it, I am the greatest. Since you are so amazing. Would you be interested in a quest? I do not have the ability to decline. Yes. Okay, she gives you a serious expression. Accepting a divine quest from a sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. In fact, a few would survive such ordeal. A quest? Indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It opens only to those worthy. She leans her massive head downwards, close enough for you to smell the wine breath. To prove worthy, you must solve my most ancient of riddles. So old, it was handed to me when I first stepped inside this chamber millennia past. Okay. I'm pretty great at questing. I'm sure you are, little one. Your companion whispers to you. You are going on an epic sphinx quest now? Sure, why not? Not like we are on a job or anything. All things are connected by the strings. This is important, Snell. Maybe to you. Not really, it's very important to the job too. Convince me. Okay. It could grant me esoteric knowledge, or like the tea shop. Fair enough. Look, I won't stand in the way, just don't waste too much time on it, okay? The Sphinx stares at your companion. A hero must face much adversity during his quest. She laughs quietly to herself and takes a swig of wine. Okay, so what's the quest? This is a riddle, the answer of which is not uttered in words, but revealed by action. She goes quiet and closes her eyes. Okay, just listen. Found within the arcane flare, wind tongues of flame that scorch the air. She takes a breath, revealing a wicked grin. Burrowed deep within the earth, the primal string to show your worth. Then she leans in, almost whispering those final words. Folk and gods in thronging herds, a man divine alone howls his words. Easy, you understand it immediately. Intelligence failure. Oh, I get it. You do. No, I was kidding. I'll say the gate era. No, cleric. This is not the answer. The answer is not something you can speak. She uses a massive claw to grab something from her pile of stuff and tosses it to you. Once you understand this riddle, return here. You can only solve it during daytime alone. We wouldn't want anyone else accidentally figuring out this riddle, would we? She glances at the goblin companion. The goblin groans. I'm not interrupting the job for that. Do it in the morning or something, before you pick me up. The thing chuckles. I never sleep, so you can show up any time after sunrise and before the tavern opens. Okay. Can you give me a hint? A hint? You dare stand before a thing asks for a hint? Yes. Well, not if you're going to react like that. She puts down her barrel of wine and leans in. You can ask questions, but no, you do not get a hint. Wow, what a cool distraction, all this. Those are really different things. Has anyone ever else solved this riddle? Her smile fades. Only a handful of folk have been proven worthy to enter the vault during the eons I've watched over it. I will only tell you more if you prove yourself worthy, of course. Okay? Do something right, correct. Do something with you to solve the riddle, right? No. She winces. Damn it, that was a hint. New rule. You get one hint. And she can make new rules? Man, she's drunk. That was your one hint. It is not something to do directly with me. Oh my god. So not like in a dialogue with you or whatever. Got it. Something like that. She sips on her wine looking regretful. She says she's not drunk, but... Okay, do the actions have to do anything with... That would be a hint. Okay. Alright. Trial and error, not the most silly tactic I've seen over the years. She shrugs again, her cut shoulders sliding smoothly up and down. Which looks surprisingly funny with her whole feline body thing going on. She's attempting to appear mysterious. Now get back at it, little one. Okay. That's it from her. Okay, we can talk with this guy. Ooh, we have a jukebox. The goblin glances at you. His eyes lit up for a second, but then he notices Snell. Smarter. Snell. Don't cause any trouble. Okay. Snell motions for you both to leave the guy alone. Hello, Smarter. He stares at you. Scared? No. Plotting. Leave him. As the two of you take a step away, Snell sighs. Smarter is a notorious pickpocket. Don't let him get close. Oh, he's a goblin. Oh my god. Oh, he's a common thief, eh? Snell rubs his eyes. No, look. I'm talking a real, actual, pathological kleptomania case. Like a can't keep his hands away from pockets type deal. Except smarter, he fails every single time, hurting himself in the process too. What a fool. Can you imagine failing at things and hurting yourself a lot? Oh, yeah. I don't think he's ever gotten away with anything, so just be careful around him. I don't want him hurting himself again. Okay, let's not stick around then, alright? Let's see, we have this guy. Oh, actually, girl. Miss Nearly. The goblin seems to be playing around with the strings of her instrument. She's tuning it. Wave. Her entire body jolts when she sees you. She's frightened by the Earthguard colors. I'm playing in a second, okay? Hurry up. Okay. Okay. Need some tense ambience. I need some tense ambience. She scoffs what every artist wants to hear be ambience. Every hero needs a part. She cannot see you wink, come on. But she can hear the over-enthusiastic wink-sounding effect you make with your mouth. She finishes whatever she was doing to her instrument. This isn't really a dancing tavern, otherwise you would go wild. Let her play. Okay, here we go. Can I talk with her now again? You look up the goblin and as she plays, hey, I have some questions. Give her thumbs up. She doesn't look at you. Hey, I have some questions. She stopped her playing immediately. Everyone in the tavern looks your way as the goblin girl tells you in a loud and clear tone. Shut up and sit the fuck down. Then after a few seconds of awkward silence, she resumes the song. Right. Amazing. Alright, who do we have? Oh, who do we have here? Raz bow for hire. The scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. He takes a drag from the pipe, his rough face illuminated. He is glaring at you. I like that. Didn't I see you at Pillar Crossing? The hooded goblin does not reply at first. Then he just looks to Snell with a foul frown. I see you're getting more Kran by the day. Kran, a goblin traitor, the one who signed the Goblin Treaty giving away everything to Earth after the Goblin Genocide. Sometimes Goblin invoke his name to call another Goblin a human lover. Goblin Genocide, the destruction of the Goblin clans of Ascani by Earth around 50 years ago. 3 clans were then integrated into Norvik, with their new generation being put through human schooling. Fuck you. Kick him lightly. As your foot is about to hit him in the shin, the goblin reveals a dagger from his cloak. Faster than you could spot, he's got it pointed towards your boot. You barely managed to stop yourself from stabbing yourself in this dagger. How fast is this guy? He then slowly retracts his dagger, hiding it as smoothly as he pulled it out. I suggest bothering someone else, human. Alright. Glass him. Glass him? That is some very vague intent, even by your standard. You grab a half-filled glass from the table as the goblin watches your movement closely. That's his drink. You should put it down before he gets mad. Your companion gives you a careful look. He wonders what the hell you're about to do. Time to decide what glass him means, eh? Guess you can make it mean anything you want. Okay, well, that's not going to happen. Give him the glass. A toast for you. Okay. A toast for you. Sure, great. Put down my glass. Pour the alcoholic content onto the floor. You bitch-ass human, he mutters as he watches you splash his drink. He is unable to actually attack you. But why? Give him the glass. He grabs it and says, thanks. Then he places the glass back on the table. You know this guy Snell? Sure, that's Raz. Ignore him, he's not interesting. The hooded goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, cleric. What was that? Did you say something, Raz? Killing intent. Pure rage is building in your companion. He only scoffs, that's not a question. I feel like there is some tension here. Both of them just quietly glare at each other. Okay, what do you know about the tea shop? He doesn't know shit. The hooded goblin laughs. Need help, huh? Figured. Yeah, it's going really poorly so far. So you'll help? Nah. Now fuck off. Your companion turns to you and mutters, God, he's such a fucking cunt. What are you voting for in the election? None of your fucking business, human. It is my business. Looks sad. He blows out a big cloud of foul-smelling smoke. Nah. So who do you work for? Why would I tell you? Why wouldn't you? Is it embarrassing? Do you work for like a Fiskin or something? Complete freezes. I know. What? He does. Fuck off, human. Okay. The Jubilee disable. Oh, okay. She's playing. Wait, is this? This should go upstairs, right? See what we have here. Okay, we have another. I'll grab that apple, why not? Why is he just standing there? Okay, let's see. Let's just walk here. I'm not sure where the... Okay, this is the Pillar of Jor. Oh yeah, this is... Okay, I know where I am. Do I try? I have now him. I can try the tree, I suppose. Look at the branches above. Okay. Risk and reward. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I suggest not doing that. Okay. I thought he might help me. Good boy. Okay. Well, let's go here. See what we find. Okay, got a few crowns.